Hello there, and once again welcome to my workshop. Today's project, well, it's a little bit of a funny one. I wanted a raised area to position my new, well, rebuilt radial arms, Dewalt radial arm saw. So I needed it fairly high, so I wanted to make a new bench. Well, I just had a delivery of a 6040 CNC router, and the packing case was exceptionally sturdy, so I thought, that looks about the right height that I require, or thereabouts. So I thought, okay, I'm going to use that as the case of the bench to make a saw bench out of, or a radial arm saw bench. So what I'm doing here is just strengthening the central part up and just planing down that center bit there, because it's about 1/8 of an inch too high, so I wanted it as level as I could get it. So so then I had a full sheet of I think that's 9 ply. It's 3/4 inch, and I split it up the middle, so it was 600 wide each side, because I wanted the longest bench that I could get in that area, and that one sheet length was just about right. So after I strengthened that box, then I want to find the center of it so I could position this first half sheet and secure it with I think they were 1.5 inch screws in strategic areas. The base of that crate, actually there's big thick members that go right across, and that really, stiffened the thing right all up. So it was fairly sturdy anyway. So this is just a pack-in piece here that I'm just skinnying out to put over the back, because the radial arm saw hangs out over the back a little, but I wanted it to sit on something, not just being in free space. So I made that pack-in piece to allow the bed then of the radial arm saw to sort of protrude out onto. So I marked it out to where it was going to be, and then got my mate Steve to give me a lift in with it, and just place it on roughly in place there. It's a little bit too heavy for one person to lift. So I'm using like bolt cum screws there to bolt the bed of the radial arm saw down. I think it took I think 8 of those big screws to secure it down. So the next job then was to cut out the main bed. These pieces here that I'm taking out, this goes around the turret of the radial arm saw, and the corner that I'm nicking out there is I've got one of the columns that hold the shed up right by there, and it was about 50mm just out of place. So I thought, oh well, I don't necessarily need that corner there. It's going to be out of the way, so anyway, you can see how it fits in. So then I marked where the holes had to be and drilled them through, and I discovered, oh, that drill needs a bit of sharpening, so quickly sharpened it, which is a very easy process to do. I'll actually do a video one day about how to sharpen drills and mills. I think a lot of people find that interesting. And anyway, popped the holes through there, and I actually countersunk all these bolts. There's the bolts going in, they're the countersinks. And this is a very, very nice flat square piece of ply. It's hardwood ply. It doesn't bend very readily, which is good, especially for something like a radial arm saw bed. And so I thought, well, I'll secure everything to that column as well, which made everything very, very sturdy. So then what I wanted to do, I wanted to give this bench, table, or whatever you want to call it, a backbone, something really, really sturdy. So I had a long piece of 4x2. It was a very straight piece, and so I cut him off to length and clamped him on there and screwed him all up, and it again stiffened everything up. I also put two pieces across the back there as well, which stiffened everything up even more. What I'm cutting here is just packers to build up the height either end, to put to extend the wings then of the bench. So I countersunk holes in this as well, and put some, I think 3-inch screws in that. So what I actually did with this, I wanted to show you everything that I was doing, and so I mean, I don't mind fast or doing high speed filming for this, but what I thought I would do is the next video is I'll devote solely to making the fence and setting the fence up, because that's a crucial item for this saw, and so it, you know, that really needs a video for, you know, for itself, and I won't be you know, running sort of high speed film for that too much, because it's quite a technical way of putting it together. So here I am, sort of putting the extensions on, and I wanted them very, very square and flat with the main part of the table, and that's another thing too, to be able to get good jointing with these if you've got a nice level flat table. And there's not much flex there at all now. So I hope you've liked this video today, and please subscribe and call in my channel, and there's over 250 videos there now, videos on things like this, modifications on things, wood turning, CNC rotors, and there's a new 6040 rotor there I had delivered, and I do laser work and also milling, CNC milling machine you see in the background there. So thank you for watching, and bye for now.